My parents lived here for like 20 years, maybe more. But then we went as soon as I was born, we went back to Brazil, so they could spend more time with my grandparents. So I was raised in Brazil, and then I came back to finish high school. So I lived here for like 4 years, studying and working. And as soon as I finished high school, Valorant came out, and I went back to Brazil. That was COVID as well, so I was like kind of stuck in Brazil.
Yeah. Hey everyone, Sage2 in here. I'm here with PxS after their series against 100 Thieves. So I guess I just wanted to get your initial thoughts on it. The first map on Ascent was really close, and then map 2 on Icebox was just kind of very 100 Thieves sided and favored. Overall, what are some of the positive takeaways you feel from this series?
So I think on the first map we had all the reading that we needed. Should I hold it? Or?
I can hold it.
Okay. We had all the reading we needed to win the map, but I think when they were like using more mid and rotating back and forth, like we just couldn't adapt enough. Like they were like just really going with five guys hitting sites, and Killjoy was actually playing more with them some of the rounds. So I think it was just like some little mistakes, and also when we're winning like a lot of rounds, even an icebox, we need to keep with the snowball. Like we keep using our ults and getting some rounds, and also not lose eco rounds, which we did a lot in this series. Yeah.
I want to ask you about some of the things that you're talking about with the eco rounds and kind of these smaller mistakes. Do you feel like a lot of that's primarily just because it's like a new core with you added into it, so then there's kind of just miscommunication sometimes? And I guess the second part to that is, do you feel like those are very fixable things within a few days?
In a few days, maybe. I think the eco rounds probably, yeah. But like it's kind of hard because it's not only me. Like I got here like 2 weeks ago, but also Askia. He's he's been here for a little bit more, like a month, maybe a month and a half. I'm not sure, but yeah. So that makes it harder. Like we need more time. We need more practice, especially me, which I'm an initiator right now, and it changes a lot, like how I do all the readings, the timings, using my knife and everything else. So yeah, I think with a few more weeks, if we had a few more weeks, probably we would have won at least the first map. Yeah, for sure.
That's really interesting. And something I really did want to ask you about is you came in 2 weeks ago, but then you kind of have dual citizenship with US and Brazil. Can you just talk about that a bit more? Were you born in the US, or like how does that work?
Yeah, so I was born in the U.S. In Texas. So my family used to live in over Dallas. Yeah. My parents lived here for like 20 years, maybe more. But then we went as soon as I was born, we went back to Brazil, so they could spend more time with my grandparents. So I was raised in Brazil, and then I came back to finish high school. So I lived here for like 4 years, studying and working. And as soon as I finished high school, Valorant came out, and I went back to Brazil. That was COVID as well, so I was like kind of stuck in Brazil.
Yeah.
So I started playing over there, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh, that's interesting. Did you move to Brazil just for Valorant?
It was more like a vacation, Like I have family in both countries,
Yeah.
so I was like, now I'll spend some time in Brazil after I finish high school.
Yeah.
But then COVID happened, and I was like, I'm stuck here. Let me play some Valorant, and then it worked out. Like, oh, it's fun. I never played anything competitive before, so I started on Valorant, and it was fun. So I just kept going.
Wait, that's actually so wild. Oh my God. Wait, so how long were you supposed to be in Brazil for during that period?
Maybe a couple months. Maybe 3 months. Yeah, and then I was actually deciding if I was going to college in Brazil or there, but the plan was to go back to U.S. where my I was living with my brother and my sister. Yeah, that was the plan. But yeah, things worked that way.
That's interesting. So when you say US again, that's like the Dallas area you moved back home to?
Actually, we lived over Dallas, but then my brother and my sister they bought a house. They started living in Sarasota, Florida. So yeah, it's
Okay.
they're all over. So we had friends in Texas, also in Florida. And then now my sister's living in Tennessee. So like I could really choose sometimes.
So then, what were you going to study initially if Valorant and the pandemic didn't come out?
Oh, that's a great question, man. I don't even know actually. Like I had like a bunch of possibilities, but I was not sure yet. You know, I was about like I was about to use that time so I could think more about my future and everything else. But since it was COVID and everything was like a mess, and we were all like kind of stuck home, I was like, let me play, and then I'll decide that later. You know, after COVID ends and all that.
I'm curious because then you kind of just stayed in Brazil more so just to focus on your career and play. Did you ever think about going back to North America and playing for tier two NA teams during that whole period, or did this period of just playing with Brazilian teams make it a little more special? Where it's like, nah, I kind of like this vibe. I kind of want to stay here a little longer, get in touch with like roots and all that. Like, what was? Did you ever think about just going to back to like the NA scene like that?
Initially, no, cause I was raised in Brazil, so like the culture like fits more for me. The way how people work there, and that's why I'll rather play in Brazilian teams. But I mean, if I had any like offers or anything like that, I'll totally like try and see if it works for me. But yeah, initially I was more like I already met some people here. I know some people from the competitive scene. So I don't know if I should like just move to US and then like start all from like zero again. So that's why I kept going in Brazil.
No, I mean, and I think what's really cool about that is seeing the risk pay off where you're in a position here in Los Angeles playing. And it seems like it's really ignited just a real spark to kind of, now that you're here, really maintaining this spot. I see that you had the little vlog out there as well. I found out that y'all were next to FlyQuest Studio, which is actually kind of wild. Um, Talk to me about that. Where did that whole vlog start, or that idea to do that?
So it's because I'm like I wasn't expecting to be here like that, like everything was really just like suddenly. But because I'm here, I was thinking like I need to enjoy my time here, but also work on it, like work my socials and everything else. Like it's just not I'm not on vacation here. Like I'm working, I need to work on my like my image, and I think that was the initial plan, and that's I'm starting right now, so there's not a lot of like views on the video and anything like that, but it's the first step. But yeah, I think that's the plan. I'll keep doing it as long as I'm here. We never know. But yeah, FlyQuest, the League of Legends team, they practice over there. I never met them actually, just the coach. Like he keeps reading a book, drinking his coffee outside with the headphones, and I'm like, dude, what? And we are like all playing basketball on our break, and yeah, right. And then he's just like reading a book, drinking some coffee, and like just walking around the facility, and we're all like, damn, they must be good because of that, Like he knows something we don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that schedule. I actually really learned a lot from the vlog, which is why I liked it. You would just see like FlyQuest there. You had a whole segment just for playing basketball. Was that something that happened when you joined the team, or was basketball just like always the thing that the team was doing beforehand? Like what was? Yeah, because I don't really think with esports. Let's have like a dedicated, basketball session, things like that.
So we have Sami, which he helps us with the performance. Like he's like a performance coach. So he really helps us with healthy stuff. Keep your so like we gotta like practice some sports maybe, or like just go to the gym sometimes, and eat more healthy. What else? I think sleeping well is also like something he helps us with. Like there's a lot of information about that he taught us, and basketball is just part of that. Like everyone else, like everyone likes to play basketball, so we just like we do that as like just a hobby, you know. Like it's just a break, so we play for like 30 minutes, 20 minutes maybe. So we go back, we watch our matches, and then we keep with the scrims, you know, and playing.
So who's the best player on the team?
Yeah, that's a hard question. Maybe Silence,
All right.
but also Faith, the coach.
Mm-hmm.
He's insane. They hit some crazy shots. I actually recorded it. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, I think I did. For my next vlog. So we're gonna have some. Yeah, we're gonna have some basketball the next vlog. So you're gonna like it. Yeah, you'll see.
Oh yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'll comment on it when I see it.
All right.
So then my final question is actually kind of related to the vlog. I saw that at like the house. I didn't really understand the Portuguese for it, but I saw even like some Furia jerseys or just like a lot of people just like hanging out and vibing. Do all the Brazilian players just hang out a lot and just get together and on off days and things like that?
uh, I don't know if the Furia you're talking about is probably Prize. He's playing. He was a 2G player, and he went to Furia. They still like they all still friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
I just met him actually, like when I came here, but they're all still friends. So that was like a more. It was after the crew game, so we had more like a day of eating some pizza, playing some stuff, and he was there as well. But like about the other teams, not really. I think everyone during the state like the stage one, everyone is just so focused. You know, like maybe sometimes you can see someone around or do something, but everyone's so focused like on the team. Everyone is just so closed, you know, in their teams. So we don't have a lot of space for that, you know, like a lot of time for that.
So then, since everyone's so focused on the game, you're actually in a pretty solid position to still make playoffs, which is still nice. I think before the game, 50%. But yeah, talk to me about just your goals for next week's game, and you know, like how do you go into preparing for that so that you can make playoffs?
Yeah, yeah, it's still possible. I think we even against Crew and 100 Thieves, like we showed the team is actually going somewhere. You know, like even though some players are just new to the team, we still can do it. We still can go to playoffs, and we're still gonna work hard for it, especially this week. You know. We're gonna watch some of the mistakes we made today. We're gonna talk a lot about the games, and I hope we can show a even better game against Sentinels. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Yeah.